Welcome back to Nicely Soiled. This is Valentina.
And I'm super happy you clicked on my video. So today's video is going to be super short, but hopefully you'll get some tips and recommendations if you have never repotted a plant before, or if you don't know how to do it and would like to make sure you're not going to mess up your plant. So what you need is very simple. I use some paper, not to mess things up around. It's like those paper for the advertisement, nothing really special. And I'm waiting for my Repot mat. And down in the info box, I'm going to share with you the link of the one that I've ordered. I can't wait for it to arrive because I like my nicely soiled hands, but I really do not like my table to be badly soiled. So that's going to be very useful. The plant that I want to repot today is this one, who definitely needs to be repotted. I noticed while shooting another video, which will come later, or maybe it has already been uploaded. I don't know. I'll share with you the link. Essentially, when would you need to repot a plant? Think. I'll give you a few seconds. Basically, you need to repot the plant when it has grown too big for its pot. And this is the case. It's definitely not comfortable in the pot it was before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pot, which is not that much bigger than this one, but it is slightly bigger than this one. So yeah, we can give her more space. And so usually, especially based on the guidelines, you should repot your plant in spring, and it makes total sense. Why? Because it's when the plant is going to grow. So we assume the plant will need more space to grow the roots, but still, now it's summer and the plant needs more space, so that's what I'm going to do now. And also you want to be super careful that you're not damaging the roots and disturbing them too much when you're repotting. So I'm taking some very common soil. It's all-purpose soil. It should really be doing well with this plant. And I'm going to make sure that the roots are not going to keep growing with the shape of the previous pot, but I'm going to make sure that they have space to expand and the right thing. So I'm going to tease the roots. I'm going to remove the soil. So we're going to make sure that, but I'm very careful when I'm doing this operation, because I just don't want the plant to suffer. I think like this is already quite enough, maybe slightly more here. Okay. Ooh, slowly. Okay, seems good. A little bit more. Sorry, you're not seeing what I'm doing. Okay, now you should be looking. Okay, so this way, this is more than enough. I made sure I'm not breaking the roots because I don't want the plant to go into a shock. So I'm going to use the soil that was in the previous pot and among these roots, because the plant is already used to it, so it's going to be useful, plus some new soil because the pot is bigger, so we need to add more. And this is it. I'm going to fill this slightly, and I'm going to put the plant like this, and I think it is super perfect. Oh, the seagull singing. Okay, more soil. And when would I suggest you don't repot? I would suggest you don't repot when you have just bought a plant. because it's already stressed and you don't want to add additional stress to your plant. It may still survive. I did it. It survived. Some other cases I did it, but it wasn't too happy. So I would surely wait at least a few weeks. If you are so patient to wait for a month, it's even better. Okay. So I'm almost done. Okay, super. And why the pot not too big? Because we don't want the plant to focus the growth on its roots, but we want the plant to focus its growth on the plant itself and minimize the amount of roots developing. So we don't want a tiny plant with so much rooting system. We want something balanced. So okay. And this is the new jar. Please note the hole at the bottom, because it's super important for drainage. We don't want the roots to become rotten, because that's not something that the plant appreciates. And another thing, I probably have something already. No. Yes. This is very important, and if you want I can make a video on how to create these things. It's super easy, super easy, and basically I do something like this and hang it somewhere. Mandatory? No, but if you have cats, it's highly recommended, because in theory it shouldn't be toxic to cats, otherwise mine would have died instantly. But I prefer cats don't eat this plant, and they love this type of plant because it reminds them of grass, so they basically destroy the foliage. And in the end, you see, these are my cats to blame. And I'm going to cut all these clean scissors, because clean them after you use them. You should sterilize them, so if there is any pests, anything that the plant has, then you don't pass it to the next plant you use it for. And if you don't have animals, then you really don't need to hang it. But if you have cats, I'm cutting all the dry parts. Maybe it was also my fault that I underwatered it, but most of the fault is to be attributed to the cats who love this plant. They chew it, so part of the leaf dies, and it's not nice. Okay, I think I'm done. So in my home, it's ready to be put somewhere where the cats do not reach, where they cannot reach. Okay, I hope this video was useful, and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao!